Welcome everyone, Karen Itin here, and today we're going to be talking about our distractions keeping you from opening your shop, right? Your sewing shop. So I have a sewing shop. I hope you will eventually have your own sewing shop, and it's really rewarding, right? So there's many people that I talk to who would love to have a sewing shop, but they let so many distractions during the day keep them from their dreams and goals, right? Instead of worrying about themselves, what they want to accomplish, and trying to stay on that track of what it is they're good at and what they want to accomplish, they let all this other nonsense and other people pull them from their own goals and dreams. And before they know it, they're older, and it's like they really haven't lived the type of life and the dream life that they wanted to live. So I want to help you to be able to open your sewing shop. So I'm going to give you my tips on what has really helped me to stay focused, to stay on track, to be able to write my book, to be able to open my shop, to be able to work on my home, and to live the lifestyle that I want to live, right? That I desire. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So number one is set a bedtime for yourself. So I know I got off track, especially like last year, and I was staying up really late writing blogs. I was staying up really late writing content for other videos. I was staying up really long hours into the morning writing on some different books and different things, right? And I had to finally say, I just got so much brain fog and just, I'm tired and I can't get my words out and I'm saying the wrong words for the wrong things and all that. Overtired, right? So I had to start setting a bedtime for myself. So I set a bedtime for myself, which is reasonable, right? And so I started going to bed at the same time every night. So now I got the whole family going to bed at the same time every night. That's great. So anyway, that's what helped me. It helped me to be able to have the energy for the next morning, to be able to start working on the things that I need to work on, right? And, it's just really helped me so much. I have more energy. I don't have as much brain fog, and it just really, really helps me. I don't feel so tired, right? And so it's really, really helped me. And but I liked staying up late. The reason I liked staying up late, because the rest of the people in my household were asleep. I could write, I could think clear, no distractions, no TV, no noise, no people going in and out. And it was just a really great time. But now I get up earlier and it just works out so much better, right? So anyway, so number two is to check my emails twice a day. So I check my emails when I have my breakfast in the morning. I check my emails and see if anybody scheduled an appointment. Then I write it on my hard copy for my appointments. If there's people that I need to get back to, I'll get back to them. And things like this. So I'm not checking my email, sitting around on my email all day long, checking and talking back and forth to people, right? So I check it in the morning, I check it in the evening, and that's basically it. So if you're going to hear from me, you're going to hear from me probably after those times. So anyway, that's what I do. Even with coaching, I just can't be online on my email all the time. There's other things going on all the time, with other clients and calls and phone calls, and then bridal appointments, things like that. So that's one thing that I do, and that has helped me, to stay and to keep that time that I was doing that and to gain it back, right? To gain that time back and to be able to use it more productively, right? So that's what we want to do. So, and then another thing about emails, since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and really talk about it a little bit. Don't get caught up in answering tons of emails during the day. It zaps your energy. Your emotions, you talk to one person, your emotion goes down or it goes up and it fluctuates. You want to keep level emotion all day long, right? You don't want to be talking to people, where your emotions going up and down and up and down, all throughout the day. It really bothers you how you perform, right? It does me anyway, so I really limit myself. And so then also you want to block emails from pesky solicitors. I get so many people emailing me who are coaches who would like to coach me about something, right? So if you're watching this video and you're a coach and you're thinking to reach out to me, please don't at this time. Because I've been blocking tons of them and I'm just not ready to hire another coach at this time. Maybe in the winter, but right now things are busy for me. I wouldn't be able to be successful at doing what I want to do through coaching. So anyway, you want to, block the solicitors and block people who constantly steal and suck the time out of you. If there's email coming through there all the time, they make your emotion go way down, they make your emotion go way up, whatever the case may be, and it's starting to get bothersome to you, go ahead and block them. Put them into your spam. Make them start going to your spam folder instead of going into your direct and precious email list, right? So you want to go ahead and do that. Let's see here. So number 3 is to save watching YouTube videos for at night. I know this sounds a little bit, a little bit crazy maybe. I don't know. Maybe it sounds a little bit too controlling. But YouTube can really suck a lot of time away from you. If you're one who watches videos maybe for how to do things or for different content that you may need, different ideas, things like that, it really can be a time sucker. You can watch 2 or 3 videos in a row and all of a sudden you've lost an hour, hour and a half of your day. And you really want to limit those to your free time, especially if you're in business for yourself or you're thinking of being in business for yourself. It really does take a lot of time away from your productivity. So you want to be careful with that. I don't want to sound controlling, and I don't want to, to control anybody. That's not my intent. My intent is to help you save time, right? So don't let it clog your train of thought process doing your working hours. That's all I'm saying. So number 4 is to set an answering machine for incoming calls. Oh my gosh, you guys, this has saved me so many times. So as you know, I am a busy person, and answering the phone every single, it's constantly ringing here. I can barely ever get through a video recording without it going off. But anyway, answering those calls constant when a simple answering machine can do that work for you, right? So, I let the people leave a voice message and then I will get right back to them, especially if they're any kind of a client or whatever. And we have so many people calling and wanting to solicit and want money from us, constant. I say, please take me off your list. Please take me off your list. It gets so annoying. But those calls can also make your mood go up and down, right? And you want to just really be able to have a nice flow of a work day. And you don't need to be answering all those calls, like running to the phone, when you could be really being productive doing something else that's going to get you somewhere, right? So take your calls when you take your lunch or evening, and then when you're almost done at your job or at work, or email in the morning, or call people back in the morning before you start work, what I like to do. And when I get finished at work, I will call back. Unless it is a client who just leaves a message and I can hear the message, And then if it's something that pertains to something immediate, then I will, pick up the phone, or I will call them right back. But if it's something that someone is just calling to schedule an appointment, you can get back to them later in the day or earlier in the morning. So it just works out best for me. So number 5 is to make meals on the weekends that will last you through the week, right? Maybe you can't do all of your meals, but if you could just do that lunch hour meal or your breakfast meal, take one of your meals and prepare it on the weekend for the whole entire week will save you so much time. I love making lettuce wraps because I can make them up ahead of time. I love to put cottage cheese in them. I put tomato in them, sometimes a little onion. Sometimes I'll fill them with yogurt, and I'll eat yogurt inside my lettuce wrap. Sometimes I'll fill them with cream cheese and put other little vegetables in there with it. It's really good. And sometimes I'll put, you can put tuna in there. You can put all kinds of different little things. So I like to make those up ahead of time. Those will last about 4 days or so before they start getting kind of gooey. But those are really great for lunch. It's something that you can quick pick up, eat, and it's kind of a little bit nutritionist, right? Nutritional. So anyway, so then also number 6, schedule your time for your daily routine and stay on your routine. So a lot of times if you don't have a plan for that day, how do you know how your day is going to go or how you want it to go? So if you don't sit down each night and say, okay, I have this mail to send, I have this person and this person and this person to call back, I need to, wipe my mirrors down in my shop, I need to sweep my floor, I need to take the dog to the vet at such and such a time or day, or, if you don't know what you need to do, how do you plan your day and expect it to run successfully? So if you plan things out, you'll know what to do. Like I like to write on my, on a sheet of paper what it is I plan to do the next day, what is I plan to accomplish, right? Like today I want to be able to start cutting out some satin bags for bridal accessories that I sell. So I'm going to start making some little clutch purses. So I want to get some of them cut out in white satin and ivory satin and things like that. Simple, right? Just pretty plain, just simple. So but it takes that that initial, like, this is what I want to accomplish today. This is what I want to do. So if you don't write it out, how do you know? So if you could write out each night, like 2 or 3 things that you want to accomplish that next day, and at first it's hard to stay on track, right, with it. But once you continue to keep doing it, excuse me, you can, it gets stronger. The need to start doing it more and more gets stronger. And you really want to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So if you're able to start writing it out and start doing it, and then do that on a daily basis, that will that you have to stay on track and to stay focused in the direction that you want to will become stronger and stronger. But you have to keep doing it in a forward motion for it to be able to start getting stronger for you. Because, people that you talk to, they'll say, well, that doesn't work for me. Probably because they haven't tried it more than 21 days or so, right? So you just have to have to do it. Okay, so number 7, okay? And I believe this may be our last one. Nope, we're going to keep going. So number 7 is to put your phone on charge in another location. So if you're one of these people who are maybe writing a blog, or you're posting your products on Etsy, or you're posting your content somewhere, or you're working, right? And you're constantly looking at your phone. You're constantly looking at the time. You're looking at your phone to see who messaged you and all that. Try not to do that. Try to put your phone in another location. I usually have mine when I'm working in my shop. A lot of times I have my phone in my bedroom, right? On charge. Or in another location in our living room. We have another little charging station in our living room by our desk area, and we keep our phone on charge there. So I don't always have my phone right with me. I'm not one of these people who have to live with my phone in my hand. That's not who I am. And I don't babysit my phone. So you want to, make sure not to start messaging people back and start, texting people during the day when you're really supposed to be working and trying to get your business together and to get your shop up and going. it's not a great way to, make your business work for you. It's really hard to do. So then numbers 8, I believe I have 10. So number 8 is time block your day, where you write out how much time you will spend on each task you need to accomplish. So say like 8 a.m. you're going to check your emails for 15 minutes. 9 a.m. this is an example. And then 9 a.m. you're going to call people back, and that may take 30 minutes. And then 9:30 a.m. you're going to send out 15 minutes of emails that you need to send out, right? So just kind of estimate how much time you think it will take you to do these little tasks that you need to do, and try to stay on track, right? To see how you can gain more time in your day. So then number 10 is to know how much time you will take for your lunch hour on a daily basis, and what time your lunch hour will be. So here lately I've been getting up really early, like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I have my lunch probably about 1 o'clock. Some days, if I stay up later at night and don't go to bed when I'm supposed to go to bed, then those days, which hasn't been happening here a lot, because I've been really trying to stick to my bedtime. Those days, then I get up later, and then I don't have my lunch till 2 o'clock. So I try not to have any, maybe only one day throughout the week that I don't go to bed during the bedtime, right? Because I don't want to be tired the next morning, especially if I have films to make, video to make, if I have written content to write, or if I have appointments coming in my door. So I have to be up, I have to be in my shop and ready for all of it, right? So that's what I do. I get up, get showered, get ready, and in my shop, and then start to do what it is I want to do. If it's making content, or if it's an appointment coming in, or whatever it may be, or if it's creating and making things, right? So if you know what your lunchtime is and what time you'll be taking it, try to stick to your times that you have allocated for that. So if you take, like I take about a 30-minute lunch hour usually, and I go out of my shop and have lunch. Sometimes I'll go outside, sometimes, I'll be in my kitchen, whatever, and just kind of leave the area so you get a break of your mind, you get a break from what it is you're doing and seeing every day, get some fresh air, whatever. So that's just really nice to try to stick to your lunch hour and make sure that you're eating your lunch every day at the same time. And, that helps you to stay healthier too, to eat on time and things. So, okay. And so number 10 is you're working from home. Try to save household chores and cleaning for after or before work hours, right? So you have to be disciplined when you work from home. You have to be able to save some of those chores for later when you get off work, right? So that's what I try to do. I try to do things that I need to do earlier in the morning before I come into my shop right around 9 o'clock or so. Sometimes I come in a little bit earlier depending on how my morning goes or whatever. But I like to, like this morning, I'll say for instance, I got up. So when I got up this morning, I had my breakfast, I checked my emails, stuff like that. Then I started stripping our bed, so I washed our sheets this morning. And then I had a break earlier, right? I didn't have lunch yet, but I had a break earlier. And I went out and I just wanted to hang the sheets outside. I love in the summer when you can hang sheets outside. So I hung them outside. And so little things like that. But I've been in my shop, I've been working, I've been calling people back and different things like that, writing a blog and making other videos and things today. So I'm really working on my coaching business today in between appointments, in between talking to other clients who may want to book a call for coaching, or who may have an appointment, right? So you just have to kind of save those household chores for when you get off work, or for when you, wake up in the morning and do some chores. So I like to do some of my chores in the morning. I'll pick up and do different things. Maybe I'll do, pick up the kitchen, wipe it down, whatever. Maybe put in some laundry. Maybe there's something that needs swept or vacuumed, something like that. that I can do before I, get my shower and work or whatever. So I'll do that, and then in the evening, then as soon as I get done with my alterations, in my shop, I change clothes right away. I put on some old duds, and I'm either, doing some little painting or outside, planting. Here lately, I've been spending a lot of time outside planting and getting our garden in the ground. So it just depends, but I try to save those chores for after, right? And that's all I'm saying to you. So if you can save some of those household chores and don't get involved in a big job when you should be focusing on your business, it works out a little bit better for you. You can be a little bit more productive in, getting your business and your shop open, or at least start or work on your skills that get you into your, working towards your dream shop anyway. And then put things in place before you start work, like putting clothes in the wash machine. I talked about that. Then lunch, you can transfer them to the dryer. So I would do that a lot. I'd start the load of clothes in the morning before I came into my shop. Then at lunchtime, I would go and get the clothes, put them in the dryer, and then while I had my lunch, they were drying, right? And then when I got done at night, then I would go and get the clothes out, fold them, and then, I would be able to get a load of clothes done while I was still working. That's one thing about working from home. That's really handy. You're able to do that. You're able to do some household chores before and after because you're right there, right? And on your lunch hour. So that's great. And then, so the little bonus that I have for you today, so I was giving you 10 tips today. And then the bonus is to plan and write out your goals, how you plan to accomplish them, and when. Keep writing them out. So write out when you plan to use your skills and talents in your sewing shop, and how you plan to use your skills in your sewing shop. And make sure you're passionate about it. Make sure you love what it is you're doing. Like seeing these brides come in and being able to make creative bridal accessories, that's me. I just love seeing, the different dresses. I love seeing the customers. I love creating and making and coming up with new ideas all the time. It just is really home for me, right? I really love being able to do some of this stuff. And so I enjoy it. And I want you to be able to enjoy what it is you love to do sewing wise. If you love to, maybe you love to embroider, maybe you love to offer a service in, embroidery or in, alterations. Maybe it is that you love to design. There's so many people out there that have that mind that they love to design. I love to design too. And so it just really depends on what it is you want to make and create, how you want to run your business. You're going to run it from home, a commercial location, all of these variables, right? There's just so much. So that's really all that I have for you today. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content here, please like and subscribe so we can get our algorithm up on this channel. And also, if you are a sewing shop out there who is interested in maybe shifting your shop to create something more, another stream of income, or be more present online, whatever the case may be, I would love to help you and to be your guide and to help you to achieve, the revenue that you desire, right? So there's lots of businesses out there maybe trying to run a sewing shop, but they're not up to par making the revenue that they'd like to make. I have a lot of creative ideas that can help you to start earning income maybe in a different way than maybe that you have thought about. So I'd love to help anyone out there who wants to be coached in sewing and to be able to really start making some income, okay? So thanks again. My name was Karen Itin, and I will talk to you all again on the next video. Bye-bye now. Take care.